All right, a very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us this night on the broadcast. You're watching KUTV Weekend Live, where we're about to inform you on everything that has been happening in the country and across our borders. But first, let's get an introduction.
This is Weekend Live with Anyango, Sylvia.
That's right, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Lucy Kierie. Remember, this broadcast is also coming to you live on YouTube at KUTVNEWS Kenya, and you can also engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya and on my handle at Anyango Sylvia KE. Now we begin. The Salga stretch along the Nakuru-Eldoret highway has once again come under scrutiny following a tragic accident that claimed 13 lives last Friday. Road safety officials have condemned the section as a death trap, citing its history of frequent and fatal accidents. In less than 3 months, over 30 people have lost their lives at the Salga stretch along the Nakuru-Eldoret highway, with many others sustaining severe injuries. The latest tragedy occurred on the morning of 14th March when a trailer collided with a matatu, killing all the passengers on board. Road safety officials led by Edward Gitonga, chairman of the Speed Governors and Road Safety Association, and David Kiarie of the Road Safety Association of Kenya visited the site to assess the situation.
Pale barabara ni nyembamba sana. Tagu hii watu watuwekee hii tunaona demarcation blocks, which of course kwangu it is poor workmanship. Tunaweza fanya concrete wall permanent. Ile ni kama mawe mtu aliacha mahali ikabaki, sasa wakakuja wakasanya wakalete mahali pale. Ifanywe permanent demarcation. Corrugation ifanywe kama mahali kama blue post. Ile ukuta gari hata ikiingilia ile ukuta inarudi barabarani.
There's been 3-4 accidents at the same scene, and the pattern of the accident is the same. The first accident, there are 3 bumps. Out of the 3 bumps, when the vehicle hits the bump, the automatic reflex of the driver, he looks at the embankment, hits it, then it rolls. The reason is, on the left of the road as you go down, we have a deep gully, 2 meters deep, 5 meters width.
John Mutisia, Secretary General of the Speed Governors Association, revealed that since December 2024, 3 major accidents have occurred at this spot, including a December crash involving a coast bus service vehicle that claimed 17 lives. Mutisia urged the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA) to stop paying lip service to road safety and take concrete action.
And for sure, I want to tell you, this lorry never went for inspection. This lorry just sent money, and it was given an okay. And the way that accident happened, this lorry, after hitting the bump, because it has never gone for inspection, the driver lost control. And the one before the driver lost that control, you will realize that he went on his far right.
Road safety advocates are pressing the Kenya National Highways Authority (KENHA) and NTSA to act swiftly to curb the rising fatalities. Their recommendations include improving road design, enhancing safety measures, and holding those responsible for the road's poor condition accountable. The Salga stretch remains a grim reminder of the urgency needed to address Kenya's road safety crisis, with families and communities continuing to bear the brunt of preventable tragedies. Anyango, Sylvia, KUTV. Now, in the giving spirit of Ramadan, Prime Cabinet Secretary, who doubles as the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, has led the distribution of iftar food support in Makina, Kibra constituency to families observing. Mudavadi has called on Kenyans to support all religions in Kenya. Take a look.
In Makina Kibra constituency, Nairobi County, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs is Excellency Musalia Mudavadi has spearheaded the provision of iftar food support to families celebrating the holy month of Ramadan in the spirit of giving. Speaking during the function, Mudavadi recalled his last appearance at the Radisson Blue Hotel, which is also in Kibra constituency, where he discussed the security situation in the DRC. He further urged Ambassador Al-Nagib to explore way to modernize mosque in Kibra, drawing inspiration and support from the UAE.
Kwa niaba ya serikali ya Kenya, ningependa kusema Ramadhan Karim. Tunawatakia msimu mwema wa Ramadhan, wakati mnajitolea ili kumheshimu Allah, kumheshimu Mwenyezi Mungu kwa mambo ambayo ametutendea sisi kama binadamu. Kwa hivyo nataka niwashukuru sana na niwahimize kwamba kitendo chenu ni cha maana sana kwa manufaa na mafikira na uamuzi ambao binadamu hutoa.
The initiative was spearheaded by the UAE Ambassador to Kenya, His Excellency Dr. Salim Ibrahim Al-Nabi, will benefit 823 households from Kibra area. Families received essential food supplies to support them during the fasting period.
Your Excellency Prime Cabinet Secretary, it's a good opportunity as UAE Ambassador to stand up here and brief about how the UAE want to support the Kenyan community. This part of support, it's a big journey for the UAE supporting the Kenyan people. We will not stop for this program. No, we will have another program supporting for the Kenyan community.
Commissioner of Revenue Allocation Adija Juma appreciated the effort of the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary to facilitate the event and support.
Waziri Mkuu, mimi nataka kukushukuru sana kwa kuona ni bora kuweza kuwaletea umma wa Kiislamu wa Kibra chakula cha iftar ili waweze kupata chakula wakati wanafunga huu mfungo wa Ramadhan. Tunashukuru sana, na kama alivyotuamrisha Mtume sallallahu alaihi wasallam, alituambia kwamba yule ambayo anafuturisha aliyefunga anapata thawabu sawa na yule ambaye amefunga. Kwa hivyo Waziri Mkuu, leo ni kama umefunga pamoja na sisi, umepata thawabu sawa na yule ambaye amefunga.
The Muslim leadership, led by Chairman of the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslim, appreciated the government efforts in attending the issue affecting the Muslim community, including duty waivers on essential supplies during Ramadan. Helen Kiplagat, KUTV.
Now, as the holy month of Ramadan enters its final stretch, Muslims across the country are preparing the last 10 days fast approaching. During these final days, Muslims immerse themselves in night prayers at mosque, as it is believed that it's the highly significant night of power. As our reporter Akida Kasim reports, in Mombasa County, security has been heightened in all 6 sub-counties to allow Muslim faithful attend night prayers.
With 15 days left to the conclusion of the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims across the globe are preparing for the last 10 days of the holy month. In Mombasa County, security has been intensified to allow the Muslim faithful to attend the night prayers in their numbers. Most shops in the Central Business District CBD remain open late into the night, creating vibrant markets along major streets, while shoppers from every corner of Mombasa flock to these areas as preparations for the Eid celebration gain momentum. Speaking during a gala dinner, the County Commissioner Mohammed Noor assured residents that security has been heightened and that they have taken all measures into consideration since the onset of the holy month. The County Commissioner confirmed that no major security incidents have been recorded in the Kisauni and Likoni sub-counties, despite a brief re-emergence of juvenile gangs that were quickly contained by the security forces.
Mtukufu tumeweza kuwa na usalama ya kutosha. Tulikuwa na tatizo kidogo hapo Makadara, lakini governor ameweza kutusaidia, ametoa askari ya kutosha kutoka county government, ametoa kutoka police na inachungwa 24 hours, inaendelea vizuri.
I'm glad tulifanya operation together with the national government, security, county commissioner. Tumeweka mataa, increase patrol within Mombasa and things ziko sawa kabisa. Yes.
Tunaona katika mabarabara yetu CCTV zinakuwa installed na vile vile tukiangalia watu wako vigilant. Kwa hivyo mji wetu wa Mombasa chini ya Mheshimiwa Governor Abdulswamad Sharif Nassir nina hakika uko katika mikono salama.
Meanwhile, a remarkable Quran recitation competition has brought together hundreds of young students from Mombasa, Kilifi, Lamu and Tana River counties, aiming to promote Islamic education and its reflection and moral values among the youths.
Kwa mwezi mtukufu huu wa Ramadhan, tuendelee kushirikiana, tusaidiane wenyewe kwa wenyewe na tuone kuwa kwa wakati kama huu tuaoneana huruma, kila mmoja ambaye amepata riziki asaidie na mwenzake.
The coastal leaders lauded the cooperation between the county government and the national government in maintaining peace and order and encouraged those who are well off to remember the less fortunate in the society by donating food and clothing. Akida Kasim, KUTV.
Now let's get a little bit of politics. Mary Amase, the Member of Parliament, Teso South, has voiced her displeasure with the broad-based structure in government, pointing out that it serves only to stroke the egos of a few opposition leaders vying for high positions in the government and has nothing to do with national unity. Amase's dissatisfaction sentiments come after she felt betrayed by a broad-based arrangement that resulted in her losing the role as the Vice Chair of the Budget Committee. As those who oppose the ruling coalition sit in the State House bedroom carrying out their manifestos, Emaso has stated that there is no need for future presidential elections if the winners and losers combine, causing inconveniences to those who fought hard for the coalition.
Unajua, tukiangalia hii siasa ya Kenya kutoka wakati wa Kibaki tukakuja kwa wakati wa Uhuru Kenyatta kufikia mpaka saa hii, there is a problem either in our laws or in our constitution. Na lazima tukubali kuna shida in the election laws or in our constitution. Tuache kudanganyana. Si wakubwa wetu wakae chini, William Samoei Ruto, Raila Amolo Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, all of them, Rigiji, si wakae wagawanye nafasi hizo kubwa za juu zote. Watu wagawanye na tumwambie wananchi, rais ni William Samoei Ruto, prime minister ni so and so. Namna hiyo tugawanye hizo nafasi zote, tugawanye.
Now let's get news across our borders. The on-again, off-again tariffs between the United States and other countries are again under scrutiny, with the U.S. president not budging. VOA White House correspondent Caroline Presutti reports.
Tariffs and counter-tariffs with no end in sight.
No, I'm not going to bend at all.
As of right now, the U.S. places a tariff on metals imported from the European Union. The European Union puts a 50% tariff on U.S. whiskey. U.S. President Donald Trump threatens a 200% tariff on European wine, champagne, and spirits.
We've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore.
The U.S. imposes 25% tariffs on Canadian metals and an April tariff on lumber, dairy products, and cars. Canada levies, then withdraws tariffs on electricity exports, but keeps tariffs on $21 billion worth of American goods.
We don't need their cars. We don't need their energy. We don't need their lumber.
The U.S. puts a tariff on Mexican foods, but exempts certain items included under the North American Free Trade Pact, signed in President Trump's first term. A tariff on cars from Mexico is also rescinded. Mexico says it will respond on Sunday. And for China, 20% tariffs overall.
Now, there'll be a little disruption, but it won't be very long.
The unpredictability drives U.S. stocks wild. Analysts say if it continues, all governments lose.
They think that if they protect their economy, they're going to increase the productivity and the competitiveness of industries in their own market. And actually what they're doing is putting them at a disadvantage in terms of price and access to global markets.
The U.S. argues economic pain now will yield great results later. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent.
The tariffs, we've got strategic industries we've got to have. We want to protect the American worker, but a lot of these trade deals haven't been fair.
The administration is sending a signal that it's not business as usual here. It's now more exports and less imports. The next round of tariffs goes into effect April 2nd. Carolyn Persutti, VOA News, the White House.
Now that story takes us to a very fast break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more, only on Law Matters.
Ain't that guy down that body?
Na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka, akawa tuzo. Ukakamavu wake, ukatii, na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke, akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari, kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari-ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kimweli.
You are watching Weekend Live with Anyango Sylvia.
Now, welcome back. In Agribusiness tonight, the Agricultural Livestock and Research Organization, KALRO, has introduced 7 soybean varieties in preparation for the rainy season. Speaking during an agricultural expo held at KALRO in Kandara, Murang'a County, the KALRO Director General Eliud Kirergeir highlighted the importance of soybeans, especially in animal feeds, as he called on farmers to embrace the new varieties.
In what is believed to be a move that aims at boosting the country's food security,
I'm coming from the neighbor's house.
The Kenya Agricultural Livestock and Research Organization, KALRO, has introduced 7 soybeans varieties.
We have a lot of seeds and
with the KALRO Director General Eliud Kirergeir coming out boldly to call on farmers to adopt these varieties, highlighting the significance of the crop.
The soybean is a very important crop in this country because of animal feed. You know, currently livestock feed, that's for poultry, for dairy, for beef, are very expensive. This is because most of the protein sources that are used in feed manufacturing is imported.
Ninaweza kuhimiza wakulima wetu kwa sababu mvua huko karibu kunyesha, waweze kupokea huu ujuzi kwa haraka sana ili wawe tayari, ndio wakati wa mvua ukifika kila mmoja awe yako na begu katika nyumba ili wapande haraka iwezekanavyo.
Wananchi waanze kupanda soybean.
Speaking during an agricultural expo held at the KALRO offices in Kandara, Murang'a County, Gatanga Member of Parliament Edward Murio called on Kenyans from all across to embrace soybeans farming, saying the varieties are available for different regions.
Wananchi waanze kupanda soybean. Na uzuri wa soybean inaweza kuwa pahali popote katika nchi ya Kenya. Kama ni Western kuna variety yake, kama Rift Valley kuna variety yake, kama ni Mount Kenya kuna variety yake, na hiyo imekuwa kitu ya maana sana. Tumekuja kujionea kilimo ya kisasa.
On their part, the farmers expressed their gratitude from the initiative as they called on the government to ensure farmers get quality seeds and fertilizer.
Ila kitu tungeomba serikali ni wawe wanatuangalia upande wa mbegu. Kwa vile sasa wakati mwingine tunaletewa mbegu duni. Tukipanda haitoi mazao ya kutosha. Na ila tungeomba tena ni fertilizer hii ya subsidized. Ndio sababu kila mkulima apate fertilizer ile inaweza kumletea faida mingi.
Naomba serikali itusaidie kutuletea mbegu mapema na fertilizer ili tupande tupate mavuno mema.
The farmers, however, lamented on having the seed delayed as they termed the KALRO initiative as best timing.
Si unaona sasa hapa nimebeba mbegu.
James Baraka for KUTV.
And the county government of Nyandarua has challenged farmers in the county to embrace the tradition of conducting soil testing in order to identify the state of their soils. Speaking during the signing of a memorandum of understanding with the Cereal Growers Association, CGA, a move said to help farmers in the county tackle the challenges affecting their production and sales of their produce. The county executive member in charge of agriculture, Francis Mirungu, said that conducting regular soil testing will inform the farmers on what to do to improve their performance, as he emphasized the importance of signing the MOU.
We are looking at the areas of seed production, seed multiplication. The production of a value chain like potatoes in this county is a major enterprise. And the provision of clean certified seed has been a big limitation so that our farmers can be able to produce properly. And the challenge has been overwhelming for us.
Our farmers are facing many challenges. And through this partnership, we are coming to work with the county government to address the issues of, potato value chain seed systems, which you understand is a very major issue here in this county. Number 2, the issue of markets which are not structured. And then number 3 is the issue of pest and diseases.
sports tonight, in the English Premier League highlights today, Arsenal outshined their London counterpart Chelsea 1-0, a goal that was scored by Mikel Merino. Also, Tottenham was synced 2-0 by Fulham United with goals from Rodrigo Muniz and Ryan Sessegnon, securing the win for Fulham, moving them to 8th in the league table. In the Spanish La Liga, Real Betis secured a late 3-2 victory against Leganés. In the Italian Serie A, Napoli secured a barren draw against Venezia, with Bologna hammering Lazio 5-0. In other matches, Manchester United is expected to go toe-to-toe with Leicester City at 22 hours, and Atletico Madrid will face Barcelona at 23 hours in the Spanish La Liga. Now that is it from us tonight. Thank you so much for choosing our news this evening and for staying with KUTV Weekend Live this far. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Lucy Kierie and Anyango Sylvia. Have a good night.